At their own 24-yard line.
Ready! 60 or 5.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. It's complete to Golden Tate. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
This is Barkley. Just a yard on the first down. Carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Montez Sweat brought him down. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
X3, 218, chop it.
They'll run with Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Look at me. Go.
Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Jones now throwing on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Smith. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Smith. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. On first down, it's Smith. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Hey, alert 3.
Go out.
Kill.
Check 13. Check 13. Hard.
He's coming.
Blue draw corkers.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. We got double up.
Get it.
Jones off the play fake. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
Rock it.
Check. Crunch. Watch the safety creep. Safe.
Go. Shoot.
Here's Jones throwing on third and long. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it fourth down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
The Redskins take over first and 10.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
From the 50, it's Smith. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target was the rookie, Terry McLaurin. And now it's second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
He'll run it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Yep. Go.
Throwing, Jones. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incompletion, here now, third and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. On second down, Barkley. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, box trot.
Brings up third down.
Now.
Stay at home.
Hey, Sam off. Get it.
Throwing on third and long. Jones. It's caught. Shepard. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Leo.
At the 40-yard line.
Check 4.
49, check 49.
Come.
Under T.
What? Squeeze.
Check 31. Check. Lock.
Shoot.
Now Jones. Off play action.
Check.
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Guy's showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Kareem Martin came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Alpha. Hey, lock it. Yo, go. Now.
On third down, Jones. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Yeah.
You got time right there.
Bam. Fight.
He'll try and throw for it here. Flushed out right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there was a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Now Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He completes it to Tate. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
This goes to Barber, the running back. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Watch out.
Hey, Greystone, travel. Come. Go. Hey, rock.
Jones operating from the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Peyton Barber, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there, and this remains a 7-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Smith on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
On second and 10, Smith. And his pass incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Smith now to throw. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now it's Tate. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Giant football, first and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. That first down completion only netted them 3. Second and 7. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. That one a first down pickup of 8. Looking to throw. Jones. They've got his man. Complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Remember with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season. 97% that is. And was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On On 2nd and 12, Smith, complete. Richardson has it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
50,
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Jordan Reed has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing is Smith. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Redskins let's go. At their own 34-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you
and a big loss here as he's taken down. Mason Foster able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. That he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Hey,
Now Jones to throw on third down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
Albert Rosas on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a nice score.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Back now here at MetLife Stadium, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. On the return, it's Tate. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Ready. Yo, go.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Biggest game of Barkley's rookie year on the ground came against these Redskins. Week 14 a season ago. 14 carries, 170 yards. They'll go to Barkley again. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 3rd down, here comes Barber. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Reuben Foster picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
3 down, 3 down.
Check it on, snap.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Jim.
Hey. Go.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Look at me. Zip and 5.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Go.
Jones throwing on 4th down. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Jones now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to let one fly for... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trevor Williams with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've
got a man. It's caught inside the 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2.
Watch the pass. 6-6. Pull it high. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd and 9, Smith. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Smith hands off to Geis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Throwing now, Smith. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Out to the right here to Shepard.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
A big play there for the Giants. 44 yards.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked.
Coming for you, son.
Go.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he is all the way up past the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Washington, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.